In this part, the examiner asks you to speak for about 1.5 minutes about a topic while the other candidate listens. First, you will be given 1 minute to prepare what to say. Try to use this time effectively to plan out the ideas to approach this speaking situation. Just make a note of the key information and the grammar structures that respond to the given topic. Don't write full sentences because there isn't enough time to do so. It is always difficult to think about what to do next and speak about a topic at the same time. So it is really important for you to take notes effectively during this time. This will help you to remain calm and respond appropriately. Note taking does require practice, so practice this skill as much as you can within the time limit. Otherwise, you will not be able to make the best use of this given time. When you speak for 1.5 minutes, your partner listens to you. Then he or she asks 3 questions to you at the end about what you have said. After you answer these 3 questions, you listen to your partner while your partner is talking for 1.5 minutes. Then you ask 3 questions to your partner at the end about what your partner has said, which your partner answers. If you find it difficult talking for this long, it is really important for you to practice talking for 1.5 minutes on your own about a topic before the real exam. You could use your mobile phone to record yourself in order to see how well you can respond within the time limit. But don't worry, with practice you will find it gets much easier to perform. Try to speak accurately to the point, but don't worry too much if you realize you have made a mistake. Try to correct it straight away. People make mistakes when they speak all the time, especially when they are nervous in an exam. The examiner understands this, and it is fine to correct any mistake you make. So don't get stressed out if you ever make a mistake during the exam. When you make a small mistake, simply say sorry and repeat the sentence correctly. While the other candidate is speaking, think of 3 questions you would like to ask and note them down on paper. Also, in your partner presentation, try to look for the details that you think should be discussed more, so that later when you ask questions, you can use this idea to ask for more details. For example, if your partner is talking about what he likes to do to relax, but miss out the details why he does this activity, you could ask him or her question for this particular detail during the time when you ask questions. Also, when you ask questions, try to link them to what they have just said. Now in this part, you are both going to talk for about 1.5 minutes. While you are talking, your partner will listen to you. Then your partner will ask you 3 questions about what you have said at the end. Jamie, you are going to tell Nazia about an interesting book that you read and why you think it was interesting. Nazia, you are going to tell Jamie about a TV program that made you laugh and why you think it was funny. Now you both have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make notes if you want to. Okay, thank you. So Jamie, now you are going to tell Nazia about an interesting book that you read and why you think it was interesting. Nazia, listen and ask 3 questions at the end. Okay?
I read an exciting book named Steve Jobs. It was a biography of Steve Jobs, who was co-founder of Apple company. It was one of the best-selling books of the time. The reason I was excited to read this book is that he was my one of idols and I want to be like him. His life story is so inspiring and that's why I wanted to know more about him by reading books. I came to know from this book that he was adopted and struggled a lot in his life. But because of his hard work and determination, he became a successful businessman. His life story is an example for us to follow. I enjoyed reading each and every page of this book and taught me many important life lessons. I am glad that I have chosen to read this exciting book.
Okay, thank you. So Nazia, please ask your questions now.
How did you get this book?
I borrowed it from one of my friends named JK.
How long did it take for you to read the whole book?
It took me 2 weeks to read the whole book.
How many pages there were in that book?
There were more than 300 pages.
Thank you. Now you are going to tell Jamie about an interesting TV program that you watched and why you think it was interesting. Jamie, listen and ask 3 questions at the end.
I watched a funny TV program recently. It was a part of a drama series named Look Back. The story was based on a story of a crazy scientist who wanted to make a time machine to go back to the past. The drama was full of comedy. I laughed a lot. The crazy scientist does many silly things to make his plan work, but all of his plan fails. The drama was 1 hour long and was fictional. The whole drama was full of unreal funny events. I loved the whole program. I would recommend it to others to watch it. It was such a funny drama. The story plot was excellent with a few unexpected twists of fun.
Thank you. Jamie, please ask your questions now.
On which TV channel did you watch the program?
I watched the program on Fun 24 channel.
When did you watch this program?
I watched the program last week.
Who did you watch the program with?
I watched the TV program with my family.
Okay, thank you.